Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now with Max and Larry. We have a special show. This is a sponsored, paid AMA update with the Pixel team. We have the backstage. We wanted to just kind of say hello to our audience and welcome you, give you an opportunity to grab some popcorn, have a seat. We're very excited to have these gentlemen back on. I will say hello to Max real quick so he can say hello, and then we're going to bring on the Pixel team. Max, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, Larry. It's great to do this follow up with Pixel and see if they have any announcements they want to share and so on. And you know, at the end of the day, it's one thing for any type of influencer to do an AMA, but I thought it was pretty cool to do a follow up. So we'll see what they have in store. And if you guys are out there just tuning in, I hope you enjoy what they have to present to us. So back to you, Larry.
Okay, great. So this will be a good opportunity. Again, what we're doing here is bringing you this AMA, this updated AMA from the Pixel team so that our audience here, our community can decide if this is something that you might want to invest in, and we'll just go from there. So without any further ado, let's bring in Andrew and Hung. I'm clicking you guys both on. How are you guys doing this evening? Andrew and Hung, say hello.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing good, thank you.
Doing great, thank you.
So as we mentioned to our community just now, we talked a little bit backstage. We'd like to give you both an opportunity to first, we won't ask you a lot of questions because Max did an excellent job asking you a lot of questions, and you did a great job providing the answers. We'll give you this platform. We'll go, 30 to 45 minutes today, see how it goes. We'll let you have an opportunity to address the community here, our community, your community that's watching. And we'll just let you make some announcements. We will ask you a couple questions as they come up naturally, but we want to give you this platform to give us an update on how things are going with the pre-sale, if you're getting ready, what you're doing to get ready for the launch. And if you can just go over the dates and everything like that, and just anything that you think is pertinent for the audience to hear. And we'll let you, whoever wants to start first, either Andrew or Hung, to address our audience, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I can go ahead and start on the development side of things. So we definitely are progressing on that end. With the protocol, we're moving forward. We got the staking it's working behind the scenes and making sure that we're testing all different angles of it. And then we're also doing a little bit of changes on the staking platform to make sure that it accommodates everybody and that it has that accessibility for different users as well. And we're also now moving forward with our marketplace as well. I know we were talking about how it's about 50-60%. So right now we're really targeting that marketplace so we can hit the deadline that we're needed, so we can start building these platforms and presenting these products to the masses as well. So we're definitely excited about getting that started. So I would say in about a couple of weeks we'll go ahead and start showcasing different aspects of the marketplace. So we're focusing on two different parts of it, which is the freelance marketplace and the NFT. It will be the same platform, but it's going to be two different sections because, of course, with the NFT marketplace, it's a whole nother world, and then with the freelance marketplace, it's the same aspect. So with the NFT marketplace, we're really focusing on that as well. So I'm excited to showcase what we got going on in the next several weeks, and that's obviously after launch as well. So hope everybody sticks around so they can see our progress as well.
Let's just pause for 1 minute, just for 1 second here, to welcome all those that are just joining us. Looks like we have 38 people in here, so we're getting some people coming in. We will get to your questions as well. We just ask you that you keep them constructive and relatively respectful. We are all adults here, so we do have a great mature audience here. We thank you so much for joining us. We've got 46 people here. You have stumbled into the Max and Larry Show special edition here, an AMA update live with the developers of Pixel. We've got Andrew and Hung, the co-developers, along with my co-host Max. Let me just read a couple comments here. So Common Sense says hello from the beach. He's a great OG of the channel. I think he's actually very interested in your project, and he's been a great supporter of this channel. So welcome, Common Sense. Rafael Santos, hello. He says good morning, Sir Larry and Sir Maximus, and the two great guys. Thank you so much for that. And welcome to an OG too, and the person that facilitated this whole AMA process. Welcome to Tangi, who is part of the Pixel team. So thank you so much for being here to support us, Tangi. We've got 53 people in the house, so we're getting more and more people here. Before you go into too much more as far as the stuff you're working on behind the scenes, before I forget to ask this question, and then I'll let Max also ask one as we're going along. Are you shifting gears? Are you changing your strategy just a little bit because of the bearish market? Is there anything that you're thinking about differently as opposed to, let's say, when you were thinking about this 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah, we've been working on this project for a long time, so it's really hard to gauge, what the market would be like in the next couple of weeks. So when it comes on the marketing and development, how we strategize everything, it's really has to go week by week because 1 week it can look bullish and the market is moving nicely, and then out of nowhere, boom, Bitcoin is hitting 29K again, and then obviously that puts the fear in people, and it kind of has to, our strategy has to change on the fly. But of course, knowing us, we build multiple plans, and we like to make sure we have a backup for the backup, so we can move forward while having any hiccups. So with that being said, right now with the market being a little bearish, we're hoping that our strategies that we have built can definitely be implemented and it can flourish during these times.
Okay, great. Max, whenever you want to jump in with any type of follow-up question, go right ahead. If you have anything, or if you want to wait for these gentlemen to address us more.
No, I was gonna say, you guys have any other big announcements you might want to bring up, or maybe maybe you got something spontaneous you want to bring up. If not, I could look into see what kind of comments we have, or I could just ask you guys something. And I'm sorry, in regards to what we missed from the last AMA. But if you have any other announcements, feel free to bring it up right now, and then we'll just get right more into it.
Yeah, you can go ahead, huh? Go.
Oh no, yeah. No, same thing, and thanks, Larry, for putting that on the screen. Our pre-sale is currently in order too as well. You will have until the end of this week, until Friday, and we're most likely gonna go ahead and launch on the 13th too as well. So these days are kind of put out there so that we can kind of see where we need to hit with the deliverables, but at the same time, the mindset of us is still pushing forward for the company. The market, it is what it is. We can't just sit back and just wait the whole time for it to change. As a mindset, we need to get pushed forward, and we have certain deliverables and certain goals that we want to hit too as well. But with the bear market, those goals kind of have to be stretched out a little longer. But that doesn't mean we're stopping steam. We're still moving steam ahead and trying to keep pushing it out. Yeah, we have this AMA with you guys today, and then at the end of the week, when we're trying to wrap up our pre-sale, we have another AMA. So look out for us to that, so we can get more updates on how the pre-sale did and what is our game plan moving forward.
Can you say that one more time for the audience that's sitting way in the back to hear? Can you give us again the launch date? I know that we're going to the 10th for the pre-sale. Can you give us again, please, the launch date?
Yeah, the launch date. Sorry, go ahead. You know me, Hung. I'll be jumping in.
Okay. So the launch date went before we had it set in stone. During our press tour that we've been doing, now that it's coming towards a stopping point. We did discuss that the launch date will be on the 13th, so June 13th. That day is still in our schedule, still pushing forward. We kind of did the kind of hold on just to see how the market would do. But the market right now, as you can see, the last couple of weeks, it's still bearish, but kind of still holding, and that gives us a better clue of what we can do. As long as the market doesn't drop, that won't freak us out much. But as long as it holds, and then only from there it goes up, I think we have a good enough game plan to keep pushing forward. So we're confident enough to say we're still pushing for the 13th.
Okay, and then let me just recognize a few people here. Welcome. Pound for pound 147. I'm sorry. My microphone was off there. Let me just recognize a few people here. Welcome, pound for pound.
Yeah, you sound a lot more clear now, too.
Yeah, so I forgot my microphone. Sorry about that. I need to attach it to myself. Okay, pound for pound, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Tim Shea says, hey, guys, thank you so much. Rafael Santos says, hit the like button, guys. Rafael Santos says, let's support this great project. Thank you for that, Rafael. Let's just pivot for 1 second, and we'll get to Max to chime in too, and everybody chiming in. You did mention about the marketplace and everything, the NFTs. is that going to be your first utility? What's going to be ready the fastest after launch, and how soon after launch will the first utility be ready?
Well, you know, with the DeFi protocol, I know that the DeFi protocol is kind of like a standard. You know, we would like to have our own staking platform, our own farming platform, so we can have more control on that end and also generate revenue for the company as well. But our biggest product that's coming next is the marketplace, and like I mentioned, that marketplace will be split into two sectors, with the freelance marketplace and the entity marketplace. Now, with the freelance marketplace, is a lot more complex. I wouldn't say the entity marketplace is an easy task to develop, but with the freelance marketplace, you know, you're talking about multiple escrow contracts and different chains. So there's going to be a lot more testing, a lot more intricate components to the freelance marketplace compared to the entity marketplace. And so what we're planning to do is work on both at the same time, but really focus on the entity marketplace so we can put out a product that all of our users and different users from different chains can use our products. So right now we're looking at Ethereum, Binance, and if I'm not mistaken, Polygon to be our first three chains onto our entity marketplace. So those three chains will be able to mint, trade, and sell their NFTs on our marketplace.
I'm going to bring up some questions here in comments. Tim Shea says, yes, it's a tough time to launch. They're still shooting for Friday the 13th. That's what I'm understanding. You guys are still shooting for the 13th for the launch, correct?
I think the 13th is on Monday. Okay. Let me make sure. I hope my days are not off. Yeah,
you're right. It's on a Monday. Yeah.
It's on a Monday. Okay. Well, it's not the 13th of Friday. That's good because that's a scary day. Okay. So Casey Baldwin says, hey, fan, here's a question. This is a good pertinent question. Dorville family says, and welcome back, Dorville family. He says, hello, fellows. What's the pre-sale and actual launch price? Also, excuse me, also, what will be the circulating supply? Those are good, strong questions right there if you want to address that.
Yeah, so currently the circulating supply is 150 million. And right now with the launch price and the pre-sale, it's hard to say like, hey, here's the token price right now. It's better for us, like Hung mentioned, we're going to have an AMA at the end of the week where we are going to discuss the potential market cap and the launch price so we can give a more accurate number. Then let's say, as the week goes by and we're getting more allocations or contributions, that launch price can change, here say not too much, but we want to make sure that our launch price is as accurate as we can when we announce it, because we don't want to say, hey, it's going to be, let's say, hypothetically 13 cents and then it launches at 10 cents or 9 cents. So we don't want to have that discrepancy at launch, after we announce a launch price. So like I said, on Friday, when we have that AMA, we will have that information out to the public.
Is that AMA going to be with a YouTuber or is it going to be through Twitter, or how are you doing that AMA?
Currently we're going to be doing that on our YouTube called Pixul Vision. So we're going to start building that up as well, branding it. It's going to be almost like a podcast style as well. So we're going to have, influencers on board, and it's going to be where our platform is, where we talk about Pixul and have our updates so people can come onto that on our page and get more updates about what's going on behind the scenes as well.
Do you have you said it's this Friday. Do you have a time just so we can tell our audience the time?
Yeah, that will be announced soon. So we'll have all that information put out in the next couple of days.
Okay, so guys, stay close to the Pixul. If you guys want the Pixul socials like Twitter and everything, Telegram, the links are in the description for their link tree. You can check them out there. I'm going to go through some more things here. Tim Shea says, yeah, it's a tough time to launch. I hope all goes well. Thank you for that. StarCraft 2K, it's on Monday. Yes, he's clarifying the launch is on Monday. Tim Shea says, my mistake. It's okay, Tim. Fedor says, hard cap is too high. I prefer lower as it makes it easier to jump up in the price. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, the 1,500 ETH that we were looking to raise is, you got to remember, that's what we were making a goal as a company. It doesn't necessarily say, hey, listen, if we don't hit that 1,500 ETH, we're not launching, screw everybody. It's just a goal within the company to say, if we're able to reach that amount, the goals that we have internally are be able to reach. But like we mentioned on our last AMA, we have plans no matter what is raised during the whitelist and the public pre-sale, so we can continue moving forward with the project. So like I said, the 1500 ETH is a goal, but it's not something that has to be met in order for this project to continue.
And I want to add more about that too. The 1500 in the beginning too as well, when we kind of had the whitelisters and then the pre-sellers too, we allocated just enough tokens so that everybody can be able to have a fair share and sometimes have the ability to stake it right at launch too. But the 1500 was a goal to realistically put out the fundings that a company like this would need for the next pretty much 3 to 5 years. In the beginning phase too as well. So while being able to fund us that much, we are able to secure the company to run 3 to 5 years to make sure that these products are fully deliverable as well. But that's not the end and all be all goal. Of course, there's definitely ways you can scale it down and scale it up too as well, depending on what we need. But we wanted to leave the floor open so that we can say, hey, if you want to contribute, this is the opportunity to contribute, and then follow us on. So that's just to kind of clarify that a little more.
I just want to pause. Thank you for that, Hung. I just want to pause and welcome everyone that has just joined us. You have stumbled into the Max and Larry Show, special edition, an AMA update with the developers of Pixul, which is Hung here, and also Andrew, and of course my co-host Max. Max, are you ready to read some comments? You want to take a turn reading some of these comments that I put up here?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. I got to inject at some point. So, but I didn't want to, talk over anybody. But yeah, if you guys are tuning just in, we are again live with Pixul. We have Andrew here and Hung. This is a follow-up update in regards to the last AMA that we had with them. Looking at one of the comments, we have Dorval Family. We appreciate you, Dorval. You're regular. Glad to see that you were interested in the Pixul project. He states circulating supply will be 150 million. I think we just confirmed that earlier, but just to restate it, that is true. Yes. Moving forward, George Rivera, great project. Andrew and Hung are always on the Telegram too, answering questions. That's good to hear. Good to see you guys are transparent like that. I guess that's Tangy, right? So. Yeah. Hashtag Pixel Vision. All right. And then Cartman style emoji on the side. Anyway, you remember my name, Larry. Nice. All right. Buzz. Hopefully I pronounced this right. Boozden Oots or Utz. I'm a big fan of Utz. I always like the cheesy poos. Anyway, you're not going to reach 10 ETH on public pre-sales. So 110 ETH total on your pre-sales. What does that do for your long-term goals? And either Hung or Andrew, I'll let you answer that.
Like what we mentioned with the 1500 ETH, that will definitely secure us to allow to have a 3-5 year goal within the company. But like we mentioned, we have a plan. The team is solid. We have a solid foundation within the team. And, even though we have raised, it was actually an amount of 136 ETH with both pre-sales together. It still gave us enough funding so we can go ahead and move forward with the company. And I know a lot of people have mentioned about the pre-sales, but knowing us internally, we have moved forward within the team and we're continuing development and we're still excited for launch. So I hope everybody's excited as well.
All right. So moving forward, we got Pez H1347. He states, can't wait for this launch. That's good to hear. We want people to be excited about it. Back to Dorval Family. On which platforms will Pixul be able to, will be available for trading upon launch? Whoever wants to interject with that.
Uniswap will be our beginning platform.
Let me just ask one quick question. That's a good question by Dorval Family. He says, which platforms? Have you given any thought to partnering up with some other tokens? I don't want to throw them out there, but I guess I will. But Shinobi, for example, with Dojo Swap. Is there any other tokens, small cap tokens, that you have some sort of a partnership or plans to have a partnership with? Especially considering this is more of a bear market. Are you looking to team up with anybody for any reason, for a project or for more exposure, or is there any plans in the works for something like that?
Yeah, of course. We're always, behind the scenes reaching out, trying to create partnerships. And talking to different projects and different teams. But until we're able to solidify some type of partnership, we won't announce who we're speaking to because we don't want to build it on hype. Like, hey, we're gonna get on this swap or we're gonna partner up with this team, and then it doesn't happen because we're too early in that stage. So as soon as we're able to partner up with somebody and continue to solidify that, we will definitely make announcements. But that's definitely something behind our minds.
Yeah, I think that's smart because you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. You want to make sure once you have something solid, you come out with it. So that's good. Here's another comment for you, Max. There.
All right, so Buston Utz says you're not going to reach 1,500. That's better. Actual buy pressure can happen. Just lower the hard cap and change your thought process. Banana Task Force Ape only had 40 ETH. Best launch and project out right now. Larry is very familiar, of course, with Banana Task Force Ape. We were just talking about a couple hours before our AMA. I'll let you, either Andrew or Hung, respond to this. And then, Larry, if you want to do a follow-up in regards to the mention of Banana Task Force Ape, if you want.
I'll touch on one topic. Hung, you can come after me if you want, real quick. So basically, we're always, as a team, thinking about what is next. We're not just going to sit and wait and go, all right, Friday comes, what's our plan? We're constantly in the talks as a team, building new plans moving forward. And I know about BTFA. There's different projects that have launched in this span for the last 3 months that have had great launches. They had a great launch, and to say in the crypto space, I'm proud of them. They're doing great. But the same thing can happen with us. I know it's going to be a low market cap just based on what we have on the pre-sales. And like you mentioned, with the 1,500, that was just a goal within the team and the company. We're not saying like we have to reach that amount. I know a lot of people keep mentioning that 1,500 cap, but I want to make sure that people understand that it was just a goal that we were looking to reach. But other than that, we always will launch no matter what we have raised during the pre-sale.
Thank you for that. Yeah, just to follow up. So you can compare it to like Banana Task Force Ape. Yeah, they did have the 40. It was sold out in seconds. We also can say CVC had 1,500 ETH for their pre-sale, and they were successful. So your hard cap is going to become whatever you raise. So I think that, it's good to have goals. A lot of times, we don't need, you could 10x your goal. And if it's really ambitious, if you come relatively close to what you're really looking to get, then that's the point. You really want to make sure your goals are high. I do understand both sides of it. There's an argument to be made for a lower small cap or a lower hard cap. So we're just presenting all these questions to you. Tim Shea says, I bought on the whitelist. Would you recommend? Would you remind me how the tokens are distributed, please? If you want to just say that, that's on Pulo, so you can say that.
Yeah, so the tokens will be airdropped between the 10th and the 11th and the 12th.
Okay, great. And that's going to they don't have to worry about anything. There's no special site to go. It's just going to boom right into their wallet. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Rafael Santos, we appreciate you. Says Philippines will be waiting for your project. Yeah, we have a pretty good following in the Philippines, so we appreciate you, Rafael, for saying that. Thank you, Fedora. He says, laugh out loud, best project. I'll tell you what, this audience is filled with a lot of people that like Pixul. That's good that you guys are on here because we have some regular people here that I recognize their usernames. I don't recognize you, Buzzed in Utz, but you're certainly welcome to be here, and I appreciate you being here, and you appreciate your questions. If you lower the hard cap, people will look at the project. Stop beating around the bush. All right, so I guess that's his big concern is the hard cap, and I think you've addressed that already. Is there anything else you'd like to say with that comment, or do you just want to move to the next one?
Hung, you got anything?
At this point, it's it's kind of hard when we just kind of address it a couple of times. Maybe we're not hitting the right notes or exactly what the questions they want to hear. And it's hard to say. What else do you need for us? Like I said, we still try to move forward. It is what it is. Just moving down to the bottom cap now, it just wouldn't make sense, especially if we want to just keep the opportunity available for everybody. So
yeah.
I'm going to inject just real quick
go ahead.
in regards to what Hung was saying, and that is, I think it's just the timing. At the end of the day, it's where the market's at. I mean, you can't turn a blind eye to that. Let's face it, a lot of things just suck right now. I hate to use that expression, but that's just the way it is. So I just think it's the timing. It doesn't mean it's bad timing on Pixel's behalf or anything like that, but this is the harsh reality that a lot of projects face at this time moving forward. I mean, and some catch it right when everything is green. Some catch it when it's a crypto winter, unfortunately, but these things do happen. So,
yeah, just to follow up what you're saying too, and Buzzden, do appreciate. I know you're on the same thing there. You're on the same topic or question, but if you could drop in the comment section and let me know what you think the hard cap should be, what would make it appealing to you. We'll go from there. But yes, I think at this point, whatever you raise becomes the market cap. All right. So Andy Charles, there's a concern here. He says, what can make me got restricted from Telegram? I can't message you guys. Maybe this was an oversight or an error, or is there a way that he can get back on Telegram to talk to you guys? Andy Charles?
I mean, he can reach out to any of us. My Telegram username is @AndrewGago. Last name is GAGO. You can reach out to Tangi, Hung, anybody, just to see what's going on our end, because we don't really suspend anybody, or I'm not like a big Telegram user, so I don't know if suspend was the right word, but we don't.
It could have been a bot. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. There's countermeasures in which a bot would just flag somebody and just instantly. I'm a victim of it. I'm banned on a couple different ones. I'm not gonna throw out their names out there, but yeah, it can be pretty strict.
Yeah, so that's
I
was going to say that's what I would recommend. This is the point that these guys, Hung and Andrew, are very transparent. I wanted to bring that up there, Andy Charles. So it could be a bot, it could be an oversight, could be someone in Telegram that made a mistake. But the point is they're allowing you to contact them directly so that you can have an open dialogue with them on Telegram. Let's see. What is this thing about? Dorval family says, or do I buy the pre-sale? I'm not sure what you're getting at there. You can still buy in the pre-sale, right? Because it hasn't ended. It ends on the 10th.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And with the hard cap, I know we keep going on that. People who believe in the project and believe in what we're building, they're going to invest regardless. And we always have plans moving forward. So this Friday, we're definitely going to be announcing what's moving forward after the pre-sale.
Okay, and thank you for clearing up the Telegram issue. That's the thing that's the great thing that you did that, because not all projects will do that. It's great that you guys are approachable and willing to allow the community to talk to you when there's an issue. And there you go, problem solved. We solve problems on here too. Max, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Andrew. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, sorry. Yeah, I was just going to talk about the whole Telegram as well. I mean, if you go back in our previous Telegram chats, we let constructive criticism allowed on our Telegram. I mean, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's right on a platform that can reach us. So that's the best platform to ask questions, and on Discord as well, to reach out to the team and ask them questions. We're not going to ban somebody for asking a hard question. Now, if we would consider maybe a suspension if someone is consistently coming at us without any constructive criticism. But I mean, if you're asking a simple question that projects may seem like it's a FUD, I hate using that word, FUD.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're open to all different types of questions. As long as you're open as well to what answer we're giving out, then we definitely will answer that question.
I'm going to bring these comments and questions up for Max. Whoops, I pushed the wrong one. Sorry. Go ahead, Max. I'll let you take over reading these.
All right. So shout out to Rafael Santos, who's a regular of our show. We appreciate you, man, as always. He states, can I buy your token now? Sorry, I'm at work right now.
Yeah, our token is actually available on pre-sale on the Pulo. On Pulo.io. So if you go on our public pre-sale page, you can click on the button that'll take you to the pre-sale link, or you can go on our Telegram chat and reach out to somebody. We have a bunch of different links on our pins that will take you directly to the pool, so you can contribute if you want to.
Okay, thank you for that. And let me bring up this next question right here from Go ahead, Max. You can read that one.
Casey Baldwin states, "What time is launch on Monday?" That's a good question. What time would it be?
That's going to be announced on Friday as well. I want to give an answer, but we're just gonna make sure we got everything locked in and announce on that Friday as well.
Okay, that's understandable.
That's good. And I'm guessing when you make the announcement on Friday, it'll be like a window of time, right? It won't be one specific time.
Yeah. You don't want to say 12 p.m. on exactly. And
yeah.
Then, then unfortunately, things happen, or you're not be able. You know how it is.
Yeah. All right, here you go, Max. There's another comment.
All right, this one's from Todd Sreb. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So if I put 1 Ethereum in pre-sale, 75,000 tokens. Excuse me, I had something in my throat. 75,000 tokens are vested for 3 months. So at launch, my 75,000 tokens will be worth approximately 0.5 ETH.
Yeah, that's actually a good question, Todd. I've seen you on our chat as well. So with that, we originally had 75K as the allocations for the public pre-sale, but we actually increased it to another 75K, which is a total of 150. But we never increased our circulating supply. So technically that 75K is still worth 1 ETH. As if you look as a whole, it's not, if we were to increase our circulating supply and increase the allocations, then maybe that would have been a different scenario. But we just increased our allocations to the pre-salers, but not increase the circulating supply.
Okay. All right, thank you for that.
You got Dean Daniels. He says, "Good to know. Thumbs up." Rafael Santos, thank you, sir. Thank you as always, Rafael. Appreciate it, especially you viewing in from your work. That's some commitment right there.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming on.
And we're joined here again. I'm going to take this comment off the screen. You can see their names there, Andrew and Hung from the Pixel team. They're co-founders of Pixel, along with my co-host here, Max from Maximus Crypto and the Max and Larry show here on Crypto Talk Now. We're so grateful that you're here to join us. Getting more back to the utility. You guys have gone over that. You've gone over the pre-sale. You've gone over the launch. What else is important for our viewers to know? What is crucial? What's the most crucial thing to know that we haven't already discussed?
Well, like we mentioned with the NFT marketplace, I would like to say that as we're developing our products, we're going to be pushing out different aspects that have been developed so users can see what we are developing behind the scenes. We're going to be pushing Pixel Vision, which is going to be our YouTube platform where we're going to have more content coming not from Hung and I, but also from our team as well. So we're really going to be more active in front of the audience, showcasing what we're doing, what we're developing, hoping that down the line in the next couple months, we can we can meet people at different events and we can start interacting with, influencers in person, and then also meeting with people that invest in our project in person as well. And, there's a lot of things that we can talk about, like the Pixel Test Kitchen, which are a partnership that we're also developing as well. So there's going to be a lot coming on in the next couple months, and we're really excited to put that in front of everybody.
Can you go into any more detail about what you just said, the partnership you just mentioned briefly? Is there any other thing you can tell us about that at this time?
Yeah, Hung can definitely talk about that.
So at this time, we are still reaching out to multiple different business owners. Majority of the time, the data we want to collect is in the restaurant industry, but we are dabbling upon the retailer too as well. And some of the quick things that we are shooting over to them is just like a pretty much skeleton-based pitch slideshow for them to see. Hey, if we were to put this kind of product out for you, what is your thoughts and what is your concern? And those are the kind of feedback that we kind of consistently get on, and then at the same time kind of move things around to make sure that when we are putting out a product in the very beginning, we're not one, overshooting it, two, undershooting it, three, not just totally forgetting what's the purpose of this product in the first place. So that is consistently working in the background, consistently trying to keep talk, see what kind of skeleton we need to put out in the first place. Like I mentioned before, and Andrew mentioned it again in this thing, we can't release any names because one, it will just build fake hype. Especially if the deals fall through. And secondly, we don't want anybody to run up to these business owners and say, hey, I have crypto right now, take it, pay right now. And we're just not that ready. We want to make sure that we can capture that opportunities on the right time, the right split too as well. And like Max mentioned before, it's all about the right time at this point. And we are looking at that aspect moving forward.
Okay,
It
great.
really is. I mean, I'm glad you followed up with that because I mean, I'm looking at a lot of projects. I should say a lot. I would say probably like two handfuls that really stand out for me. And my attitude is, these are great projects, but what's hurting these projects? It's not the project, like they don't have utility. They have great utility. What's hurting everything is just this, sorry to say, horrible crypto winter bearish market that we're in. And that's just the harsh reality. This could be a year or two from now. Same scenario. Anyway.
Let me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Oh,
you
sorry,
can
go ahead.
look at ApeCoin. I remember when ApeCoin launched, it went bananas, and then it crashed back down to $6, and then it boomed up to 27. Now it's averaging right now. It's consolidating at around $6 to $7, and it's sad to see projects, especially ApeCoin that has a huge following. I mean, they're enormous. I mean, the biggest NFT project out there, basically, and even their project right now, unfortunately, is not doing great. So right now, the market is just hitting everybody. Unfortunately, the market is, I wouldn't say bleeding now, at least in my opinion, but definitely it's at a point where the fear and the greed it's still balancing more towards the fear, in my opinion. But we're hoping that they can be bullish in the next couple months, especially after our launch.
So a couple of things I kind of, looking out there and see what's other people's opinion upon it. Most people are saying it's actually, if you look on the brighter side, like very obscurely, look on the bright side, it's an opportunity for for project like ours to shine too as well. A lot of times if it's built on hype and it's kind of crumble right now, a lot of them will crumble and not stand back up. They'll just take the loss and kind of move forward and create something new. But it'll be one of these kind of projects that continues to push forward to the original vision and kind of do the long game play with it and kind of continuously put out utility and stuff like that. And those are the kind of project at this point where they're like, hey, where should I invest? Where should I move my money? And you see projects like ours and still continue forward, and no matter what kind of situation we are, let you understand how we deal with emergency situation. What's worse than just a market crashing right now. In the tech industry, it crashed 21 to 24%, but they're still there and they're still trying to push forward. And they're the biggest people out there. You're not going to say, oh man, it crashed and that's over and no more. I'm not going to invest. People are going to look at Tesla. I'm like, Tesla's on sale. I'm going to buy more into that. Apple is a great time to put money into that too. No one's going to be like, it's all over. I'm not going to pay no more. So that's how I feel like, and that's how I kind of want to look at it.
I'm going to give you guys a quick commercial, everybody that's watching here, for Pixel about their socials. This is their official Twitter page right here. You can see Pixel at Pixel with the underscore right there. What you can do is when you go to their Twitter page, you can click on their link tree, which is I'm grateful that you guys put this on here. You can pull up everything here. You've got their Facebook, their Instagram, their website, their TikTok, their Telegram, their Discord, and of course, a link to their white paper. So you have everything that you need to find out about Pixel right here. Here's their main website. If you haven't seen it before, it's pixel.io. And don't forget, everybody that's watching, all of these links are right in the description of this video. So when you're done watching it, you can click on and visit everything that's going on here. Max, before we let these two gentlemen have the final word, is there any other question that you'd like to ask them?
Well, there was a couple, but I'm just going to throw one final one out to you. Okay. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say we had about 20 people who just came here and they're like, oh, shoot, I caught the tail end. I'll either watch later the recording and so on. But for those 20 people, hypothetically speaking, what stands out for Pixel compared to other low cap and big cap market projects? What is the aha moment that makes Pixel stand out? And I'll let both you guys take turns on responding on that, because Hung might have a response that Andrew's like, man, I wish you would have went first. So whoever wants to stab at it, go for it.
What do you think, Hung? You want to go first? Me go first? You want to finish it
Oh
off?
man, are you scared? You scared? I throw something down.
No. I think I'm ready. I already have my cup of coffee, so I'm good to go.
Go ahead.
Of course, Pixel 100% is a full-on company through and throughout. We have built a great foundation within the team. And with our experience working with business owners and having a business in Florida, you're getting a team that has experience within not just the space, but in business in real life. So we know the in and outs of how to work with a company, how to work with business owners, and how to develop products. So you're definitely not looking at a team that's just been thrown together and wishing that something can happen. We have full-on plans, and you believe it or not, our products will be amazing, and we're excited to put them out there in the real world.
All right, I got it. So with that being said, with Andrew, he got us the pretty much the credibility we bought. But I wanted to let everybody who is tuning in right now, first, hi, welcome. You're kind of late, but we're all still here. And secondly, what is the big aha moment with Pixel? You read about Pixel. What in your mind it goes, man, this is different. And that what I want to say will be, hey, you have those tokens, you have those coins, you have those cryptocurrency. The name cryptocurrency means something. Don't just hold it as an asset. Actually use it as a currency. And Pixel is giving you the opportunity to use it as a currency. That's why we're here, and that's how we're going to plan to move forward.
Okay, great. I'm going to read a couple comments here. Dean Daniel says, at Pixel, reach out to Star, Micronics, Zebra, Honeywell, and Epson. Okay, thank you for that. There's some, he's giving you some advice there. George Rivera, thank you again for returning to the comments. He says, looking forward to staking my airdrop Pixel tokens. Thank you for that. Girl Dad, welcome Girl Dad. He says, I finally get to catch an AMA. So he finally caught one. So
yeah, he's very active on our Telegram, and I appreciate you coming on. I know it's busy, being a dad, especially with me too. My girl is just finally walking, so it's been a hectic for the last 3 days. She just started to learn how to walk, so I get it on his end too. Hey,
that's awesome! Congrats to you, Andrew.
Oh yeah, thank you. And unfortunately, yesterday she kind of busted her lip because she hit.
Oh shoot, that happened.
She hit the floor, and it was
Maybe
really.
She sees something. She's like, "Oh no, that bear market!" Boom.
I know. It's like you need to stay still. And now that she's walking, she's running around the house, and she's acting like a maniac. But I love it. I mean, it's an adventure every day with her.
That's precious. I'm glad you could share that with us. Thank you.
And we just want to tell our audience we're just soon to wrap up. We're going to just make sure that you guys join us on the same channel here. There'll be a separate thumbnail. There's going to be the Max and Larry show, just a programming note. It's going to start at a regular time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have, one more message here. Rafael Santos, how can I get the token airdrop? That's through the pre-sale, but you can go ahead and answer that if you want, Andrew.
Yeah, once you contribute, and then during June 11th and 12th, we'll be airdropping all the tokens from the pre-sales.
Okay, great. All right, well, I'll give both of you the final word, and then we're going to say goodbye to you. We thank you again for being here. We hope that you come back to our platform again. We are, you guys are watching us on, we have a small channel on Twitch. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, and of course, we're being streamed on Twitter as well. So you're on 3 platforms, but if you guys want to say goodbye or any final words, and then we'll wrap it up for the evening.
Well, I want to say I appreciate everybody coming on and watching us and learning more about Pixel and about what's moving forward for us. So I want to thank you, Max and Larry, also giving us the platform to talk about us, Hung and I, and about Pixel as well.
I want to say thank you again for everybody who tuned in. It's great feedback. It's always a great opportunity where our founder can talk to the community and kind of play back and forth. So, it just feels like this project is not just between us and the company. It's between all the community too as well who believe in it. And it'll be a crazy ride, he's coming forward, coming from a bear market up to a bull market and everything. So I'm excited. We still have things that we want to push out, and we still have things that we want to deliver to the audience too as well. So I'll follow along, and we're ready to give you guys what Pixel have.
And I just want to thank the audience for watching and for the fantastic questions that everybody had. We have one of the most intelligent audiences in the crypto space, and we could see that happen here tonight with the questions. They were firm questions, they were tough questions, and they were also fair questions and respectful, and we appreciate that. Don't forget to tune in, guys, for the 9 o'clock show, Max and Larry. Thank you so much to everybody that was here. Max and I will see you soon at 9 o'clock. But, guys, hopefully you come back on the show, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.